Just having a look at your horoscope for the month of April 2021, Taurus. And it's interesting, we mentioned last month the fact that you do have this conjunction, your ruling planet, close to the sun. That's not particularly good for a planet to be that near to the rays of the sun. I'm going to animate this for you so you can get an idea of what's going on here. There on the 2nd, it makes a fortifying aspect, that's the moon, to Venus. That's giving you the courage you need to maybe do things to improve yourself, to improve your situation, whereas before you may have been a little bit stuck. The 12th house here, where we see this conjunction, which is putting the sort of barricade up, the obstacles up, can be a little disconcerting. It pulls you away from people. It makes you less likely to want to engage. And that's because, and we're going to have a look at the fact that the new moon there on the 14th, I believe it is going to trigger this new attitude to dealing with your life. And you notice the 12th house is a house of secrets. It's about keeping your strategies under wraps, not necessarily sharing that with other people. And there may be some concerns here, and maybe one of the reasons you are pulling back is due to this transit of Mercury, the finance planet, through this 12th house as well. And that creates, I guess, some obstacles for your income, the way you're dealing with money. We notice you've still got that long-standing Mars transit there in this 2nd house of finance. That may have, as I said last month, created some combative elements in your life. Here we're seeing that the expenditures can run high. You've got 4 planets there. And so the new moon here is telling me that a whole new approach, a new plan to the way you're dealing with finances may be on the horizon, if not already in the pipeline. The conjunction of the moon, that new moon with Uranus, and then the entry of Venus into your sun sign is a welcome relief. When a planet is moving through its own natural sign, it strengthens it. You'll need that when on the 17th, you notice the close conjunction of the moon with Mars in this finance sector, creating that emotional volatility over monetary matters. A better opportunity for you with the transit of the moon through Cancer, making you a little more savvy with the way you're dealing with your finances, contracts, negotiations, maybe some short journeys. But on the 21st, a more sort of domestic approach to what you're doing. The strength of your sun sign is shown here by the entry of the sun this month into your sun sign. Always a lift in vitality, which is a distinct contrast to what we saw there with that cluster of planets in this 12th house as the month commenced. So you see the second half of the month, your energy levels, your intellectual levels, it's going to be quite brilliant because you've got this Mercury-Uranus conjunction, and Venus there, your ruler, in sort of enshrouding these planets with your own personal energy. That's also going to impact by its opposition view the 7th house, and there you see on the 27th the very powerful full moon in that area as well, the relationships, business negotiations, that type of thing, all being heralded by the lunations, that first new moon, and then this full moon in your 7th house. The 8th house is all about banking, finances, shared resources, and intimacy. So these are the areas that are strongly focused. I did forget to mention that there is finally a transit of Mars, that marital planet again, moving into this 3rd house. The 3rd house is a house of change. In your case, the sign of Cancer is a movable sign. So it gives a lot of activity there. And that could also be at odds with how you're feeling. First you had that 12th house, low-key sort of energy, drawing you away from the world, away from your social life. But even though you've got that dynamic lift in energy, the fixed sign doesn't make you necessarily want to shift your physical self anywhere fast. That could be the point of contention with your partner. You need to negotiate, you need to compromise this month. Take a look at astrology.com.au. I'm going to transcribe all of these readings so you can actually read them and get them in context. Also take a look at the weeklies that I'm doing now and the dailies to give you a clearer picture of what's happening in your Taurian life. Subscribe, drop me a line. I always love to hear from you, and I'll see you again here next time. Bye-bye.